In Appalachia, we don't close our curtains at night because we fear people are watching us. We close our curtains because we know there are things not of this world just on the other side. You guys have heard me talk a lot about the Appalachian rules, or the unwritten rules of Appalachia. The one I want to discuss today, the reason why we close our curtains at night, is one that I'm asked most often about. And I'm also going to show you some clips and pictures of things people from Appalachia have captured on home security cameras, trail cameras, and around their home. A lot of this ties into just folklore. The mountains, Appalachian mountains, are ancient, they're very old, they're massive, but they are very haunted. And these unwritten rules, close your curtains at night, don't reply when something calls your name in the forest, these rules have been handed down for generations. And a lot of people will call them nothing more than folklore and superstition. And that's probably true to a degree. But what I've learned over the years, where superstitions and folklore is, there's always some truth somewhere. But what are these creatures lurking outside in the darkness on the other side of our windows and curtains? They can appear many, many different ways. In this video clip, you can see from this person's home security camera, which is on their porch facing their front yard, there is some kind of entity. It looks like a woman and sounds like a woman at times, dressed in white. And if you know anything about Appalachia folklore, culture, the lady in white is an entity that is seen quite often. And not just in Appalachia, that's very well known pretty much everywhere. But you can see this entity, this creature, whatever it is, I think a demon, it just appearing as a woman. But you can hear her say, "Let me in." And that's where the real danger lies. That's what most people believe, because people think you have to give them permission before they can enter your home. Sometimes it comes through something like this, just asking for permission, while other times it may be through spirit boards, Ouija boards, things like that. But this entity is just walking back and forth trying to get in. Trail cameras are very popular in Appalachia because you have a lot of outdoorsmen, people who like to hunt, who are big into wildlife. But every now and then, these trail cameras will pick up things that are not of this world. Don't know what they are. Some people will call them ghosts. Others will say some type of cryptid. These things want invitations. That's why they are often seen looking through your window. They haven't quite been able to get inside just yet. And no one really knows for sure how they get inside. I did talk about the spirit boards, Ouija boards, and things like that, but there are maybe other ways. Things in your life that are keeping you from having a strong relationship with God. These things can maybe latch onto you then. If you're a strong Christian person, we all have weak moments. But if you're having something in your life that's weighing you down spiritually, mentally, these things can latch on. They're like vultures. They're like leeches. The Bible talks about these demons who roam around searching the earth for who they can devour. And they will attach to those people who don't know the truth. The ones also who are physically, spiritually, mentally drained. But people who don't know Jesus Christ, they're looking. And these entities will never appear in their true form. Maybe they will appear as a lady in white. Maybe they will appear as a Bigfoot, Dogman, Mothman. But rarely do they ever appear in their true form. What they really look like, because that's the great deception. These demons and the devil himself do not want people to know that they really exist. They'd rather you believe it's a monster, whatever it may be, or a human spirit that is just trapped and left behind. That's not the case. We close our curtains in Appalachia because we know these things are out there. That doesn't mean that you see something all the time. Most nights, if I get up during the night to get something to drink or use the bathroom, I look out the window just to see. A lot of times I have deer in my yard, elk, bear. But those folks, especially, who are more in secluded areas, who live up deep up the hollers of Appalachia, maybe their closest neighbor is a quarter to a half mile away or more. I think those are the folks who really are more apt to have these things happen. I have heard stories passed down through great grandparents of things that they seen at night walking home before automobiles were really that big, especially in Appalachia or eastern Kentucky. Stories when they would walk home from work, from the coal mines to their house, things they would encounter. And sometimes the stories are similar. Sometimes you'll hear they see the same type of creature or ghost type entity, but more often than not, they're different. Because these entities will appear to different people different ways. Whatever will trigger me may be different than what triggers you. So they will look like whatever is necessary for that individual person. But if you are a Christian or you are a person who knows the truth, what ghosts really are, demons, they will sometimes manifest in their true form because what do they have to lose? They know you know the truth. They're not going to fool you. They're not going to deceive you. So if it's for no other reason to just scare you or whatever it may be, you have to be on the lookout at all times. Appalachia is no joke. I plan on going over a lot of these Appalachian rules. Why you don't whistle in the forest. Why you don't go looking for a baby if you hear one crying out in the wilderness. Why would a baby be in the wilderness? Why you don't look over your shoulder at night if you hear something following you. There is no shortage of rules. Some people believe these rules can help keep you alive. Appalachia is very dangerous, not just for the paranormal, but for the wildlife that's out there. Let me know in the comments, what Appalachia rule would you like for me to cover next? Which one do you think is the creepiest or maybe the most truthful or useful of these Appalachian rules? But when it comes to your curtains or your blinds, the majority of folks in Appalachia do close them at night. Now, in more urban areas and cities, I understand people may close them because of people. There's a lot more people. It's very heavily populated. In most of Appalachia, it is not. That isn't to say that there aren't people that won't look through your window, but that's not what it is here. That's not why people close their curtains. It's because we know what's out there. Thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. Let me know in the comments, again, what you think about the Appalachian rules, which one you want me to cover next, and do you close your curtains or blinds at night? If so, why? Please hit that like button, turn on all notifications, and subscribe. That way you'll know when I post videos just like this. You can also follow me over on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook as The Supernatural Sleuth. If you have any kind of story, picture, or video you would like to share, you can email me at thesupernaturalsleuth@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much. I pray you have a blessed day. See you soon.